My name is Carrie Wicker, and I am the Science on a Sphere coordinator at the MSU Museum. Science on a Sphere is an exhibit made by NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and it helps with visualizing different things like Earth systems and climate change and other types of global data. It can be really helpful for helping to visualize topics that are maybe really large and kind of hard to wrap your head around.
Being that Michigan State is home to one of 4 Science on a Sphere exhibitions in Michigan, it is a unique resource for the MSU community to utilize.
So most Science on a Spheres are installed in different nature centers or science centers or zoos or something like that. So having Science on a Sphere at a university is maybe a more unique application for the sphere, and it can be really helpful for data visualization and thinking about concepts in ways that are more visual and dynamic and just help students maybe engage with similar information that they would in the classroom, but just in a different way. We use it a lot for MSU classes. So for example, we could use it to teach about geology or geography. I've used it quite often for demonstrations about climate change.
With its effects becoming increasingly prevalent, one important yet vast topic Science on a Sphere has covered is climate change.
There's a lot of different climate data sets for Science on a Sphere. Some of them are really explicitly about climate change, so things like different models of what might happen with climate change based on X, Y, or Z scenario. There's also data sets that can help us think about different facets of climate change. So maybe something about transportation that can help us think about emissions happening globally. How do those emissions add up and how many planes are flying every day or something like that. There's also different data sets about maybe things happening to different biomes across the world and thinking about how those things might change depending on how temperatures change and things like that. In addition to us using it for classes and outreach and programs and things like that, it is also just like a standalone exhibit at the MSU Museum. So even if you're not coming over here for a class visit or something like that, you can use the touchscreen kiosk that's in front of the exhibit, and you can change the data sets yourself and explore what makes you feel curious and what topics that you think are interesting. So there's ways to interact with it both in a class and academic setting and also just as an individual visitor to the museum.
No matter which way you choose to interact with Science on a Sphere, you will hopefully leave with a new perspective to share with friends, peers, and even your community.
I hope more than anything that students would get some sense of curiosity and help inspire them to maybe ask further questions or think about information in new ways.